Well, hello there, Leisure Babe. Welcome back to Queens of Leisure. Did you know that doing a good deed can actually lift up your morale? It can make you feel freaking amazing. Yeah, I'm sure you've done things in the past where you're like, ooh, you just have that extra, like that extra swag in your walk. You skip to work because you feel like, oh, I just helped that person fix their tire or, call the ambulance. You get it. So anyways, there are so many ways we can start feeling amazing. Today, I figured let's share some of those. Let's start with number one. You can actually, like that neighbor right there, not slam the door when I'm doing a video, okay? Anyways, kidding, but not kidding. Second way you can start doing a good deed for someone, again, today is by offering to take their groceries to their car, offer to mow your neighbor's lawn for the guys, offer to fix someone's flat tire, again for the guys or girls. Hey, these days we can do so many things, but I don't know how to fix a flat tire, so that would not be me, okay? I'll probably call AAA for you, but that wouldn't be me fixing a tire. Another way you can start doing a good deed is if you're grabbing your coffee and there's someone behind you, offer to pay for someone's coffee. Hey, you just never know. I think a few years back, it had like a ripple effect where the entire day, people were like paying for each other's coffee. It was just like so freaking amazing, right? So we can start doing that. Another way you can start doing altruism is by being the first one to say hi to someone in some sort of like social gathering. If they seem awkward, they're by themselves, like trying to break the ice. Being the first one to break the ice would be so freaking amazing. I did that once, and now that girl is like one of my very dear friends. So you just never know, So other ways you can start doing that is by walking someone's dog, okay? Or throwing a little get together for the girls that you don't really know in your neighborhood. That way it can help to create intimacy and vulnerability with the ladies, because sometimes as women we think we're the only one dealing with stuff until we start opening up and having community with other girls, and some of us too, we don't even realize how much we're suffering from like a lack of community and having girls, like real authentic girls who have your back. So this would probably heal a lot of like internal wounds for many women out there who are not used to having loyal, feminine, but also like sweet, strong women and friends, women in their lives. The possibilities are endless for your day-to-day life where you can start doing a good deed. Now let's transfer that same energy to the workplace, y'all, because the workplace, there's a lot of toxicity. It can be toxic with coworkers and managers and all that stuff. So let's start cleaning that energy there so that people can love working again and being in the workplace again, if that's even possible. But let's try. Try by buying someone coffee. Again, some people are very grumpy before they have their coffee in the morning. Maybe that would sort of eliminate maybe 50 or 60% of work issues at work. Perhaps, I'm being hopeful. So buying coffee to someone, that's another way. That's a way of doing a good deed. Not throwing your coworker under the bus, y'all. Work politics is real, but there may be a coworker who's constantly being late, right? And you might have warned him hey, this is not good. It's gonna come back at you eventually. You can get in trouble or even get fired. But they don't listen, right? They're always coming late or what have you. And lo and behold, today's the day where your supervisor or your boss came, the person who's in charge of everything, the corporate boss of all bosses, decided to talk to you of all people. And for some odd reason, that person had to do something. And then now they're asking you, where's so-and-so, right? Yeah, that's a tough situation to be in. But don't throw them under the bus. Try to give them time, to buy them time so that they won't get in trouble. And man, when they come back, and you'll have to tell them, and they might owe you one, a big one, for not losing their job, So that's another way. A third way you can start practicing altruism and doing good deeds at work is offering a listening ear, y'all. There are people at work we don't really know like that, but sometimes they may be sitting down looking sad, or you make eye contact and they feel led to talk to you. Just sit down and listen. It's a tool that we don't really practice in this nowadays, because we're just constantly hearing what people are saying and then just wanting to give feedback. Like, we can't wait. You know, you're not listening when the person's talking and you're already in your mind trying to figure out what you're going to tell them to help them. Sometimes people don't need, I would say 99% of the time, people don't need you to give them feedback. They just need you to listen. They just need someone to just sit with them and whatever it is that they're feeling, that emotion, and just listen without you even have to say anything. Now, if you feel led, God placed in your heart to give some sort of word of encouragement and guidance, then by all means do that, but not to just like, because you feel uncomfortable with that emotion that person is dealing with, and you feel like you have to say something. You don't have to say anything. Just be there. Offer a listening ear or a shoulder for someone to cry on. Yeah? Another way you can start incorporating altruism is offering to pay for someone's lunch, taking them out for lunch, or calling one of your girlfriends, not with work though, this does not apply to only work, but in your personal life, call one of your girls that you haven't talked to in a while to meet up and for lunch. And pay for lunch. Hey, I'd come, you know, who doesn't like a free lunch? I'm just saying, you know? So there are so many ways. Leave in a comment below ways that we can start applying altruism or doing good deed in whether it's in a day-to-day life, every day-to-day, or whether it's at the workplace, because we're putting a stop to toxic workplaces. You hear me? So we can all learn from one another and try to feel amazing, because we only have one life, right? And why not live feeling amazing? That's the only way I want to live. I don't know about you. So until next time, Leisure Babe, thanks for sticking through. I'll catch you in another one. Bye for now.